It feels good to be back in the studio again. The lights are warm today, and the room feels calm. I like starting our episodes like this, with a slow breath and a quiet moment.
Yeah, it's nice. And I was thinking about something funny this morning. Last week, I stayed at a hotel, and one small mistake almost ruined my whole check-in.
Oh no, what happened?
I tried to explain that I had a reservation, which means I booked a room before arriving, but the receptionist couldn't find my name, so I stood there for 20 long minutes.
That sounds stressful. Hotels can feel confusing when you're tired from traveling. And honestly, many travelers don't know the simple phrases that make everything easier.
Exactly. So today, we want to help you feel confident from the moment you walk into a hotel lobby. You'll sound clear, calm, and ready.
Let's start with the first phrase. When you reach the front desk, you can say, "I'd like to check in." Check in means to register and get your room.
And if you want to make it even more natural, you can add, "I have a reservation," under the name, and then say your full name.
Another helpful phrase is, "Could you confirm my booking?" Confirm means to make sure something is correct. It's a polite way to check everything.
And if you're arriving early, you can say, "Is early check-in available?" Early check-in means getting your room before the usual time.
These small phrases can save so much time and stress. And trust me, they show confidence, even if you feel tired or nervous after a long trip.
But check-in is only the beginning. The real challenge starts when something in the room isn't right.
Oh, yes, and that's where people usually get stuck.
We'll go into that next.
So, when something in your hotel room isn't working, that's when things get interesting. And honestly, it happens more often than people think.
Definitely. One time, I walked into my room and the air conditioner wasn't working at all. Air conditioner means the machine that cools the room. And it was the middle of summer, so the heat felt heavy.
That sounds terrible. In that situation, you can call the front desk and say, "The air conditioner isn't working." Simple, clear, and polite.
Another useful sentence is, "Could someone take a look at it?" Take a look means check or examine. It's a friendly way to ask for help.
Noise problems are also common. If your room is too loud because of traffic or other guests, you can say, "My room is too noisy." Noisy means there's a lot of sound that bothers you.
And if the noise keeps you awake, you can ask, "Do you have a quieter room available?" Quieter means with less noise.
Towels are another thing guests often need. Sometimes there aren't enough in the room. You can call and say, "Could I have an extra towel?" Extra means one more.
Or if something basic is missing, like soap or tissues, you can say, "My room is missing some items." Items means things or supplies.
And here's one more strong phrase. "Could you send someone up, please?" Send someone up means ask an employee to come to your room.
These sentences make you sound polite and confident at the same time. And honestly, hotel staff usually respond faster when the guest communicates clearly.
True. But what happens when the problem is bigger? Maybe the room is not clean, or the price on the bill doesn't match what you expected.
Yeah, that's when things get a bit serious. We should talk about that next.
You know, small problems like missing towels are easy to fix, but sometimes the situation is bigger and guests feel unsure about what to say.
Exactly. I remember once I opened the door to my room and realized it wasn't clean at all. The bed wasn't made, and there were things on the floor. I felt uncomfortable right away.
Oh, that's the worst. In that situation, you can go to the front desk and say, "My room hasn't been cleaned." Hasn't been cleaned means the cleaning staff didn't prepare the room properly.
And you can add, "Could I get another room?" Get another room means you want a different one. It's a simple way to ask for a change without sounding angry.
Another tricky moment is when the bill looks wrong. Bill means the paper that shows how much you need to pay. Sometimes there are extra charges you didn't expect.
Yes, and the sentence that really helps is, "I'd like to review the charges." Review means check carefully. It shows you want to understand, not fight.
If something is truly incorrect, you can say, "I believe there's a mistake on my bill." Believe means you think something is true. It's a calm way to start the conversation.
And if you're still unsure, you can ask, "Could you explain this fee?" Fee means a cost for a service. It makes the conversation clear and respectful.
These moments can feel stressful, especially after a long day, but using the right words helps you stay in control.
Yeah, and most hotel staff want to help as long as they understand what you need.
That's true. But we haven't talked yet about how to ask for upgrades or special requests that can make your stay even better.
Right, and that part is always fun to explore. Let's dive into it next.
Sometimes staying in a hotel can be more comfortable if you know how to ask for extra services. It makes your trip more enjoyable.
Absolutely. For example, if you want a better view or a bigger room, you can ask, "Is there an upgraded room available?" Upgraded means better or improved.
And if you want a room with a view of the city or garden, you can say, "Could I have a room with a view?" View means what you can see from the window.
Another useful phrase is about services. If you need breakfast in your room, you can ask, "Do you offer room service for breakfast?" Room service means food delivered to your room.
Towels and bedding can also be requested. You can say, "Could I get extra pillows or blankets?" Extra means more than what is already provided.
And for late night needs, you can say, "Is 24-hour front desk service available?" 24-hour means open all day and night. It's helpful if you arrive late or need something after midnight.
Sometimes you might want help with luggage. You can ask, "Could someone assist me with my luggage?" Assist means help.
And if you're traveling with children or family, you can request a bigger bed or a crib. You can say, "Do you have a crib available?" Crib means a small bed for a baby.
Knowing these phrases makes you feel prepared and confident. You can enjoy your stay without worrying about small problems.
That's true, but we haven't talked about checking out and handling bills properly, which is just as important to end your stay smoothly.
Exactly. That's what we'll cover next.
Finally, it's time to check out. Checking out means leaving the hotel and paying for your stay.
Right. When you go to the front desk, you can start with, "I'd like to check out, please." It's simple and clear.
And sometimes the receptionist will ask, "Did you enjoy your stay?" Enjoy means like or be happy with something. You can answer, "Yes, it was very comfortable. Thank you."
If there's an issue with your bill, remember the phrases we practiced before. For example, "Could you explain this charge?" Charge means money added for a service.
And if you paid in cash or card, you can confirm, "Can I pay with a credit card?" Credit card is a card that allows you to pay electronically.
Sometimes people forget personal items in the room. You can say, "Could you check my room for any forgotten items?" Forgotten items are things left behind.
And if you want a receipt for your records, you can ask, "Could I get a receipt, please?" Receipt means the paper showing payment.
Ending your hotel stay smoothly leaves a good impression and avoids problems later. Using clear English helps with that.
Yes, even small phrases like "thank you for your help" make a big difference.
That's true. And remember, all these phrases, from checking in to asking for services, solving problems, and checking out, will make your travel experience easier and more enjoyable.
Absolutely. Practicing these sentences will make you confident in any hotel situation.
And if you want more English tips for travel, subscribe to Everyday English Talk. We have plenty of useful conversations coming up.